Alright.
Hey everyone, today I want to make a video about the unreleased cars. Do you get a ban or do you not get a ban? Because it's been months we didn't get a clear answer about from Playgrounds or Turn 10. So people, I got a lot of, I hear a lot and I see a lot on forums that people get banned because somebody reported them that they're driving in an unreleased car. Now I still don't know. Nobody gives a decent answer. I also ask on the Discord server, the official one, but they don't give an official announcement. They still say we don't know and we need to wait. Now the thing is, what if you go to the festival and you go to the auction and you see there is on the auction, if you search, I'll just show you. So for example, that MC12, that Corsa edition, that's a pretty good looking car. We already have other versions, but if I go like, for example, I want to have a Maserati, and the MC12 seems to be a very good one. So let's go to Maserati, and then no, it's not this one. I want MC12. Oh, here's an MC12, and here's, oh wait, here's a Corsa edition on the auction. Whoa, but that's only Thursday that we can get that. There are probably other cars that are unreleased that you can get from the auction. Cool, let's have a look. Okay, I'll just spam the auction till I get one. Now, do we get banned or do we not get banned? My friend is here and he also did some research and don't mind the pop-ups. And we've been looking into that, but we still don't have a clear answer. I'll just let my friend talk so you can hear it out. Okay, go ahead.
So, in the community, in the Forza forums 3 months ago, the discussion of having cars that were unreleased was started. I believe it was actually started with the Hot Wheels Mustang. Players were seeing this car driven around, they were seeing it in the auctions, they were unsure if they should go ahead and buy one. Our community manager specifically stated that this should not be bought. If you have one, that no, you should not be driving it around until the official release, as this did break the terms of the community standards.
Wait, but you could search them on the auction. If I go to Hot Wheels and I just want to have all Hot Wheels, and I press in Hot Wheels search and there's a Mustang and I buy it out, I'm in violation then.
According to community standards, that is correct.
But they put Mustang in the search, so that's not my fault.
And that was brought up that they are banning players for legitimately obtaining a vehicle through the means in which Playground Games gives them.
So basically, they put the car in search, you buy it out by accident, and you say, oh, let's drive it, it's unreleased. And then somebody sees it, he reports you, like submit the ticket, and he reports you, and then you can get banned because you accidentally put Hot Wheels in search and you bought out a Mustang and you want to check it out. That's what you mean then?
That's correct. It was brought up that somebody could buy the vehicle. Let's say you don't play the game very often, you're just a very casual player. So I go in and I search. I don't know that the vehicle's not released yet, but I see it there. I'm like, oh, Hot Wheels Mustang, let me buy one. I find one, I buy it. Somebody reports me, and I could potentially get banned. Now,
So-
given ban being permanent, it could be a week, 20 years, a lifetime.
So they say if you're driving an unreleased car and you accidentally bought it, that's the same like the Taxi HS edition. If you just put in Taxi, you will always get the Taxi, but there was a time when the HS was on the auction that you could buy the HS by accident. So basically, they're saying if they make a mistake, you can't buy the car or drive it, but they do put the car in search. So if a player doesn't play a lot and by accident buys out an unreleased car or a modded car or whatever, and he drives it and he doesn't know, he gets a ban.
That's correct.
So that's not right. That's not a mistake of the player.
Yeah, you're right.
Now,
I mean, it's
yeah, I don't think that's right. If they're discussing about this for more than 3 months now, and there's still no. The only thing they do is like, so basically they say they make a mistake, and all players need to snitch other players because they got an unreleased car.
correct.
Okay.
And that was specifically stated. If you see something, say something. Report them if you see it. And like I said, everybody knows somebody that does modding, and it's not always right, but you do have those players that literally are casual players. They don't know.
And
Yet,
what about the players that know the game and know what comes out?
but how can you prove it? How can they prove it? So we just have a blanket, let's punish somebody for having a car that we allowed them to get.
And what happens if some famous YouTuber would have an unreleased cars and drive it? Should we report that too, or what? Well, what's the deal?
Well, that's an interesting question because that actually brings up there's a YouTuber, Don Juan Song. Personally, I call him the mascot of Horizon and Forza, as he constantly breaks the community standards. But we don't see him get banned.
Well, what did he do? I
Uh,
know him from Forza Horizon 3, but that's all I see. That he's also in this game, but I don't know him that good.
well, currently, he just posted a video driving around in a new MC12 Corsa. Something that he, just like everybody else, should not be allowed to do.
Well, then there's a thing. How did he get it? Did PG gave it to them to show the car, to get hyped about the car, or how would he get the car just from the auction? And why? So basically, the community manager says if you see somebody with an unreleased car, you need to snitch that person and just report them. So
Correct.
basically, you should snitch and report Don Juan Song then.
Right. We don't
But
know if he got the vehicle. He may have got it legitimately from Playground, but that's not stated in his video. And Playground says, hey, that's a violation of the community standards.
wait, but let's say he got a car from Playgrounds, but that's a violation because everybody that drives an unreleased car gets banned. So why would he not get banned then? I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Well, a lot of it comes down to the hypocrisy of Playground Games. They only enforce their own community standards when it's convenient for them. Um, and this isn't just Don Juan's song, this is anybody that's famous. They break those community standards. The only way they're going to get in any kind of trouble is if they give pushback on it. We saw this with the last glitch. We had a lot of players do this. Some of them were famous and they were showing it. The only bans that went out to the famous people, though, were the ones that gave pushback and continued to do it in order to get Forza or Playground Games to correct this issue quickly.
So basically, you're saying I'm just a small YouTuber. The only thing I do is I help people with seasonals. I upload once a week a video from the seasonal to help people. I'm just a really small YouTuber. So I would get banned if I would make a video about the MC12 because I'm driving. If I would drive around an unreleased car, I'm not famous or anything. That's what you're
I
saying.
Yeah, I would say that there is a very high probability that you would be punished for this doing the same thing that somebody famous did.
But there are so many people that don't have, for example, YouTube or not famous. So basically, if you're not famous on YouTube and you don't overhype something, you will get banned if you drive an unreleased car.
There's a very high chance of that, yes. All it takes is that one person to go, I'm going to report you.
Okay, so I guess I need to get famous to drive unreleased cars.
Yeah, let's see if we can get you famous, because I'd love to see you drive unreleased cars.
Okay, that's a nice goal for this year.
I'd love to see more people breaking the community standards and not get punished for it, while the average player breaks a community standard and get punished.
Yeah, so the little guy or the honest guy that doesn't know or by accident bought an unreleased car from the auction, like I said, for example, like the Hot Wheels Mustang that you could just search Hot Wheels or the Taxi HS. So the little guys get punished and the mascots do not get punished for that.
Correct.
I think they should have a clear and a, a very clear answer to what's happening on unreleased cars. Doesn't matter how you got it. Um, they are the developers. They should fix the problem and not punish the players for making actually no mistakes or no violations, because the devs actually put the cars in search in the auction and they know they are modders, so they can basically just block the car from the auction. And I still don't understand why they deleted all those Sennas and Taxi HS and what was that, Bel Air HS from everybody's garage. What make them also delete every perk point that you put on the car? I've been playing this game for 7 months. I don't want to know how many perk points I used, how many time I spent on the cars. If you want to put like 16 perk points on a car, that takes like a few minutes because it's slow. So how many hours did I waste it just for that? I mean, they're making mistakes and we are getting punished for it.
Right, and I'm not going to defend them in the sense that, yes, there are issues that are going to happen when you release an update, but the sheer numbers of issues with updates that they release, I'd have to actually go back and count them, because it's every time they update to correct a few things, they cause more major problems. We see them focus on such minor things such as wearing a hat while you're driving around in a convertible. Yet players have been submitting tickets for several months since update 2, even before that, that their audio cuts out every time they play the game. Yet they don't get replies to their tickets and the issues don't get fixed. So what are we doing? Are we trying to fix lots of little things to make it look like they're doing something while ignoring the big things? There's no clear communication from them.
Yeah, indeed. Then I want to point out another bug. You know, I got the dummy suit. I'm driving my MC12 and I do not have a helmet on, as you can see. Now, if I go to my cars, I'll go to my favorites and I'll go to the Mini, the convertible one. There you go. Now look, I got my nice helmet on. So that's also another perk. So are they going to give priority to not wearing a helmet in a non-convertible car? Or are they actually going to fix the perk points, the stuff about unreleased cars and stuff like that? Because they need to be very clear about stuff instead of postponing everything for months and months and months.
I think the biggest issue with them comes down to quality control. Yes, we get an update every 4 weeks. Yes, we appreciate that, and we appreciate them fixing things. But the quality control isn't there. They constantly break things with every update. And yes, some things are going to have issues, but they're obviously not extensively testing these updates before putting them out. That hurt point issue should have been caught.
Yeah, I went to Ivory Tower to test out and stuff like that for the Crew 2. They got their own servers to test out the game files and stuff like that. I don't understand how they can make a big mistake, like for example the perk points. I mean, there's so many people that lost so many hours of game time, gameplay, or whatever. I think they need to get their stuff back together and make some decent updates and decent testing before they actually mess up a whole lot of people. I saw somewhere on the forum there are like 7 million players. Well, I don't think those people are going to be happy with losing their perk points, because I know there are a lot of people use them and stuff like that. But yeah.
Right. And the community manager was the one that made that statement. I think at the time it was 7.2 million players, and that they had a team dedicated to finding accounts that did mods, that had unreleased cars, that were breaking the community standards. Yet they said we were going to have an answer to how they were going to correct that, and it's been 3 months, and the issue has not only been has not only not been corrected, it's gotten far worse, to the point that the servers lag now when you're trying to search for cars. Because the great example, the Apollo, there are so many people trying to get this unreleased car that it slows down the entire server when it comes to searching for or buying a car out of the auction house. So if they were discussing it at that time of that post, when they said they were discussing it, a solution should have been found. We already know that they can remove these cars from the menus. So why is it so hard to fix this?
Yeah, I think they maybe do it on purpose, put the cars in the auction because they know they are modded accounts, and they just keep the game alive like that because everybody wants the new cars and it will keep the game alive, I think.
It's an example of they've made their money, so we're just going to feed little bits and pieces to you now just to make sure you keep coming back.
Okay, well, so we would like to have a very clear answer about, do you get banned or not on unreleased cars, and are we actually gonna get a decent fix for the perk points also. This is not a usual video that I make, but I think it should be pointed out that if you like famous or whatever, you can just drive unreleased cars and you don't get banned, and the little people, they just get banned. And to be honest, here I see the gifting 10 super wheel spins for perk points. I don't even use my super wheel spins. So that's a pretty small thing that they give. They should just bring back the perk points. Yeah, I think they need to stop postponing everything and just give a clear answer. Okay, thank you, my friend, for searching up a lot of things. I hope many people will see the video. It's maybe not an interesting video about driving or showing off stuff or whatever, or helping, but thank you for your time, and I hope I get a lot of comments in this video. I hope not too many dislikes, because this is actually how it goes in the game. it's a problem that needs to be pointed out. So thank you, my friend, for all the information, and let's play something. Goodbye.